This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
You know that feeling when you're about to score 30% off, but they want your number? Ugh. Give them your Line 2 number instead. It's a second line on your phone, perfect for nabbing promo codes without inviting spam to your party. Sign up for every discount under the sun, then block the junk texts that follow. You get all the perks, but none of the spammy baggage. More codes, less chaos. Visit line2.com/audio or download Line 2 in the App Store and get your shopping sidekick today. Because the only thing blowing up your phone should be good deals.
The Fan.
On the dot. Nick's up there. Hi, Nick. So that means we are
Nicholas.
live. KFAN.com. /watch. KFAN.com/watch right now if you want to see what we look like. Luckily, Carly came in to help us with that. Yeah, thank you.
Zach's not here to tell us if I look okay.
Yeah, I know.
Or to remind me to get over here, but I somehow remembered.
Yeah, there you are.
First Wednesday ever.
I gotta get my head shaved today.
Getting a little furry?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I did notice when I gave you a little kiss on the head, it was a little furry.
That's weird, man.
When I licked it, I did too.
Yeah, it tasted funny, I bet, didn't it?
What? Why does it taste funny?
I don't know. Good question.
What's on your head?
Oh, I'll ask your dad.
Wow.
Sauce, when was the last time you licked Chris's head?
I don't know if I ever have.
Why not make today
Why
the first?
not?
Which one?
No,
Is there
well,
cash involved?
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
he'll have to go to the ATM.
Yeah, brilliant. What,
Don't ever go to
$2,000?
the ATM.
Oh,
$2 grand?
$2,000 to lick top of your head.
I can't afford that, brother.
Why would he want you to do that and pay $2,000?
I just wanted him to say the bit.
Hey, can I tell you guys something? Mm-hmm. We were talking about how great it was to watch people break the law in baseball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Best
Have you
year
guys ever read about the 1988 Summer Olympic 100 meters?
I don't
in
think
Seoul?
so. The Carl Lewis?
The dirtiest race in history is what they call it. Continues to fascinate as deaths of key figures shine a light on it again. The 1988 Olympic 100 meters final in Seoul is probably the most controversial race ever run, and it's certainly the most talked about. For the first time, 4 of the 8 competitors broke the 10-second barrier, led by Canada's Ben Johnson, the reigning world champion and fastest man on the planet, who crossed the line in a new world record of 9.79 seconds, ahead of his bitter rival, Carl Lewis. But within less than 3 days of telling the world that nobody would ever be able to take the Olympic gold away from him, Johnson tested positive for anabolic steroids and was stripped of his title.
You like it, the juice?
Yeah, he did like it, the juice.
I get you more juice.
Okay. I don't think he needs more. He looked like one giant muscle running down the track.
You want more juice?
He can take... go ahead. Lewis, who had long been accusing his rival of taking drugs, was declared the winner and by default became the first man to successfully defend his Olympic 100-meter title. Johnson became a sporting pariah and has paid a heavy price. 5 of the other 7 athletes in the race subsequently went on to test positive or be involved in the use or supply of performance-enhancing drugs, including Lewis and Britain's Linford Christie, who was promoted to the silver medal position after Johnson's disqualification.
So then the race was fair.
Everybody
give
was
him back his medal.
Point.
Yeah.
Give him back his medal.
It was an even playing
Yeah, if
field.
everybody's
Even playing
on the
field.
even playing field, I mean, if they're all cheating along the same lines, give him back his gold.
It's like Lance Armstrong. Sure, he was cheating and doping the whole time, but so was everybody
They
else,
all
and
were.
he kicked all of their asses. So he was still the best.
Yes.
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah.
It's for our entertainment. Start cycling.
Yeah.
Boy, it's
right.
gone a long ways since the government was having commissions about this and talking about the health of kids. We're right back to screw it. We want the entertainment.
Yeah.
He's an adult.
Get the steroids
Let's go
into
for it.
them. We want the summer of 98 again.
Yeah. Nobody watches
Who
the Tour de
cares
France anymore.
about health?
It was 88, but I'll take 98 as well. That's a good summer, too.
98 was great.
Well, that's
88 was great.
It's a great
98.
point, though. That's when people watch.
Yeah.
So
1980
Go
was
for
great.
it.
It was the year of Corey.
Thank you. Not the summer, though.
No, but it was just the year of you. I'm glad you were born.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
That's really nice. 1980 is my year.
Yeah. It
I get the whole year.
Wow.
Is that the year? Yeah.
Sure it was.
Because you're 52.
That's bad math. But
See,
that's really nice, man.
When I say it's the year of you.
Makes me 55. I don't like your math.
What?
Neither did his math teachers.
No. Took the same class 3 times.
Yep.
And look at me now.
He's got a point.
You showed them.
I did.
Anyway, so there you go. Bunch of guys were on the roids. I'd take it if I had it now. What do I need testicles for?
Yeah, you've wanted it forever. I just couldn't find it for you.
Yep, and you told everyone on the air that you could.
I could get him everything else. I don't think I could get you the steroids you shoot into your arm.
I don't understand how that's a thing.
Oh, you're making Lawyer Lambert so proud now.
Or
finally, you finally drew a line.
You have a street pharmacist, but you can't get him steroids?
No, but I don't think maybe.
Do your best.
If you gave me
now you're going to try.
And I could text enough
Gave you an hour. We've been giving you 10 years.
Decade.
He asked you a decade ago. To get him steroids. And he wasn't kidding.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You couldn't find
Can you
an
imagine how
hour
ripped I'd be right now?
Hang on.
Yeah, ripped.
Hold on.
Hey, while he's doing that, was there ever a steroid age in the NHL like there was in the NFL and USFL?
Yeah, there was a little bit. I mean, yeah, before we started testing, there were certain guys, and they're kind of easy to pick on, but like the Russians and there were a few like once they were testing that they all of a sudden they're like, nah, we're going to stay playing Russia. We're good over here. And, there were a couple that stayed here and their games declined. But yeah, like you speak to any Russian, that grows up going through the Red Army, the Dynamo, whatever. And they come into the locker room in the morning or after practice and there was a paper cup sitting in their stall. And they'd ask what this was, and every single time, the coaches or whoever was on the staff would just say, vitamins, take them.
You like the juice.
Yeah, man.
So they didn't have really any say in the matter for a long time, but there's certainly been plenty of instances, and there still are where guys get busted. Not as much, not as recent. The way guys train now, or they're just machines. Yeah. But back then, I guess we were all just really lazy, and we wanted a performance-enhancing drug to take care of. Yeah. But yeah, there was, but it wasn't nothing like. Yeah.
Star told the story a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when he was in the USFL, about going through the line to pick up your vitamins, like you were saying. And there it was, He
has a story where there was an NFL team that he played for, and they basically had like a Halloween candy dish in the middle of the room, and people just took from it.
Yeah. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Did you text your source?
I did, yeah. I don't think he's up yet.
That makes sense.
Wait, drug dealers aren't up at 8:07 on a Wednesday morning?
No way.
Early bird gets the worm. They should just get up early and
Agreed.
get there early. The gym people that go early.
He's working out.
Nope. We discussed that, Corey. That doesn't work.
He's probably one of the people I know that could possibly get that.
Right. He's not a drug dealer, but if you give him money, he'll get you any drug that you want.
Not any, but I bet he could get this one. No, that's another guy.
Oh.
Why don't you text him?
Gal.
Or her. Good cover.
Yes.
Or they, them.
Or any of that.
I'm going to hit this sports thing. Change the subject while you get me my drugs.
I'm trying,
it's time
buddy.
for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by Builders and Remodelers.
Thanks, Builders and Remodelers. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, 4 years, $285 million with the Thunder. That is the richest annual salary in NBA history, $71.25 million a year.
Played the wrong winter sport, didn't I, Carly?
Unbelievable.
MVP in the regular season, MVP in the finals, NBA champion. He's 26 years old. He has money now.
Lots.
He did not before this. He had
I'm sure he had zero. I'm sure
$0.
he was making absolute chump change before this, 280 whatever.
Yeah, just 285.
Yeah, just almost $300 million in 4 years.
Good for him.
I have not seen.
Awesome.
I have not seen an update yet on Red Panda, but Red Panda fell at halftime yesterday of the Commissioner's Cup. Lynx and Fever. It goes the way of the Fever, unfortunately, 74-59. But look, Caitlin Clark didn't play. Think if you show up. Think if you buy tickets for the Commissioner Cup and you're like, I get to see Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. The Lynx are going to take him down.
And Red Panda.
And then Caitlin doesn't play. The Lynx lose and Red Panda falls. That's the Devil's three-way.
Wow. Disaster. Well, Rosie paid for tickets. He must be devastated. This is from
a perfect night.
This is from The Athletic. An arena employee told The Athletic that they saw Red Panda leave Target Center in an ambulance. There's no immediate word on the seriousness of her injuries.
We need to hear, like her PR firm. We need to hear. People want to know.
She's a one-person LLC.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
What a night.
She only has to pay her and her only.
Yeah, that's smart.
It's the way to be.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah. And also with you.
The Lynx were 10.5-point favorites, and they lost by 15.
Oh, no.
Greasy.
It's okay.
They went scoreless for 8 minutes and 13 seconds in the second half. Now, again, that's the second half. It has to be said, they were devastated by Red Panda.
Yeah.
And it threw them off.
Yeah.
And it cost us the Commissioner's Cup.
There's no doubt about it.
Well, there was no Caitlin Clark, so
Or Red Panda.
just right up against
More
them.
importantly, no Red Panda.
Yeah.
How do you concentrate on basketball?
Right.
Something
You can't.
like basketball when you got the world falling apart.
You lose
Yeah.
a treasure.
Right. It's all about perspective. If you're like, man, I just don't know if I'm going to be able to hit my threes tonight, it's tough. Well, if you watch Red Panda flick bowls onto her head,
Yeah.
you're like, if she can do that, I can nail a three.
What, did she land in somebody's
Wow.
lap, you're saying?
What are you,
Chris in
Colorado? No, 3? That would have been
I'm sorry, I missed it. Did she land on some dude's lap?
bowls.
Oh.
Yeah, Minute and Sun Bowl.
Bowl?
Couple of bowls.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Marlins beat the Twins 2-0. The Twins had just 2 hits.
Yeah, hideous. It's over for them.
It's not over. It's not the All-Star break. Would you not give up?
No, it's over for them.
Whatever.
They're 13 back of Detroit, who's a machine. They've got like 6 teams in front of them in the wild card. And they've got a couple of great players that they could move to kind of restart or rebuild with this team. So we'll see where they go in a month when the trade deadline happens.
You think they're going to be buyers or sellers?
I could see both.
Oh.
So you wouldn't be surprised if they made some calls and had some dialogue.
Yeah, I could also see them do nothing.
Do you think they have interest in some talents?
I think they have
Across
interest
the league?
in Aaron Judge, yeah. Shohei.
Is that what you're hearing?
I've heard they've had interest in both of them, yeah.
I heard that they were contemplating Babe Ruth.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You sticking with that he's imaginary or fictional? Or have you flipped off of that?
No, I don't really care anymore. But
Okay.
I moved on.
Just checking.
To better theory.
You might not care about it, but that doesn't mean you don't believe it.
Hey, can I ask you guys a question?
Can't wait. Carly and Mark are waiting for something dynamic on this show to happen, so why not start now?
Yeah.
Did any of you watch the Nathan's hot dog eating contest?
Rough
It's in
start,
2
but-
days. It's
No.
great.
Did not.
Nobody watches it?
No, but Chestnut's back this year.
Yeah, what do you think his odds are to win it?
It's $1 billion. I mean, he's a ridiculous favorite.
Yeah, he's
My
the
guess
only
is
guy
he's
who has a chance.
minus 10,000.
Yeah.
He's minus 2,000.
Minus 2,000. Okay.
Yeah.
To me, he's going to win. It's more about do you have the over under on hot dogs?
No, but I bet Power Trip Bets who texted that will text that. Hold on, I think I can.
His only competition is his gag reflex.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Button bar. His gaggle reflex.
Yes, that's right.
Well, that wasn't the piece of information we were waiting for.
Hang on.
I'm going to say 67.5.
Yeah, that's probably pretty good. Okay, here it is. Nathan's hot dog eating contest. It just has the winner. It doesn't have. Oh wait. Oh wow! If you, yeah, I got
Scroll
it.
down.
My God.
Just everybody.
So how many do they eat?
It's okay. It's okay.
His over under 71.5.
71.
Pretty good guess, Court.
I'll take
Wait,
the
is
over.
this with the bun?
Oh,
yeah, it's all
man.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. They did,
That's
have you not watched it before?
unbelievable.
No,
It's
never
disgusting.
seen it.
It's
It
gross.
is.
I can't.
It is not a fun watch.
It's so
No.
gross.
Yeah, I can't
No.
watch that.
And people
Dude,
love it, man.
I don't really.
Dov loves it.
like
Dom
hot
loves
dogs.
it. Creasel loves it.
He loves to watch a man eat a hot dog
Yeah,
with no
Tommy
hands.
loves it. It's Tommy's Graceland. Anybody want action on how many hot dogs?
What side do you want?
I'd take the over a 71.5.
What's the record?
I think it's 75 or 6.
It's tough to make this bet because he's like Milton Berle. He only pulls out enough to win. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, if he only needs to eat or to win by eating 65, he'll only eat 65.
Right, if he wins by 15 to 20
right,
hot
what's it
dogs, he can
matter?
just
Yeah.
cruise.
Yeah.
Nobody wants action? Come on, Cor. Please gamble with me.
Yeah, please gamble with him. Would you please do that for him?
Am I allowed to do 60 seconds of research before we gamble or not?
Sure. Okay. And if you find the other way, I'll go the other way too. I don't care. I just want the action on hot dogs.
You'll go both ways?
Sure.
Okay.
How many do you think you could eat? I mean,
why are you looking at me? The answer is
like
0.
How many hot dogs could you eat if you were by yourself and no one knew?
Could
you
knew.
eat 4?
Why do I care whether people know that I?
Because you don't like when people watch you.
No, I don't want them to watch.
I'm
okay,
trying to protect you.
No, thank you. I thought
watch, but I mean, know that he eats.
I bet I could eat 3 of them probably.
Yeah,
I can't eat very much anymore.
Yeah, well, you're handsome.
And you're pretty.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I bet I could eat 5. Hot dogs are great, man. A good hot dog.
You sure could use a dome dog right now.
Good, yeah. Yeah.
I forget what we're doing, but check this out.
Sports.
Okay, check this out.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is really good. I found this thing on this website with different questions and people's answers to them. What is normal at 3 p.m. but terrifying at 3 a.m.? And the best answer is the sound of an ice cream van.
Wow.
That is so good.
That is such a good answer.
That's brilliant.
Yes, it is.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
You do not want to hear that at 3 a.m.
Right.
Oh, my Lord.
Laying in bed and hearing that. Yeah.
That sounds like a
ocean?
Stephen King.
What's the list?
Well, by the way, there was a headline the other day that we didn't get to. It may have been from last week. I don't remember. Or maybe it was the last 2 days. But there was an ice cream truck that got in trouble. I think a dad threatened to shoot or like beat up the ice cream truck driver. Think about this for a second. This is new. He thought that the ice cream truck driver was trying to get the kids like cell phone numbers. But it turned out they were just paying with Apple Pay.
Apple Pay, yeah, exactly.
So it was like, what are you doing, swapping pictures or doing something with kids' phones?
It's
Apple Pay, and a dad was threatening to F this dude up to the point where it made the news.
Had I not had kids, a while back, I wouldn't have probably figured that one out either. But I would not have gone that far.
Yeah.
I don't think. I hope.
Yeah.
They must make a killing.
Yeah, in the right area, I bet. Yeah. Like if you're just driving down like a country road, I don't think you make any money.
I don't know if a lot of them do that. Find a dirt road and just go from farm to farm.
Why isn't this working?
Yeah, why isn't this work? Damn it.
These 3 families haven't bought ice cream all summer.
Yeah,
What do you think they make at a stop? Like
It depends on if
$30?
it's my house.
Well, but
I kid you not. If I have $40, they get $40. If I have
They get all
100, they
that?
get 100.
I
love them.
it's all about the margin, though. Like you're buying something for $5 or $6 that
Yeah.
you can get a 13 pack for. So like you just go to Target, load up. You're making like 90% per item.
Yeah. Yes.
Why don't we start an ice cream
You
truck,
should
a
get a
power
white
trip ice
van
cream?
and try it out.
Yeah, a windowless van.
Yeah.
I'll paint pictures of ice cream on the side.
Yeah.
Won't get anyone's
And
attention
then I
at
would
all.
just go to Hawk's house because he'll just give me money.
Yeah, I will. I'll just give you money to leave.
Yeah.
He's going to be disappointed in the back of the van.
Here's another question. And Corey, tell me if you think this is right, because you love these kind of things. What's an unfun fact? Somebody says you've probably walked by a serial killer that hasn't been caught.
I work with one.
What the hell is that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Whatever
it
you
is
want it to mean.
It is you, Dennis.
You think it's me?
Dennis.
Goodness.
Yeah.
I might be in the top 5, but I don't think I'm the front runner
In this building right now,
in this building.
every floor, you're still number 1.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, PA's on vacation.
I was going to say the whole fan staff
And
are just
Rosie's
currently
gone.
in the building.
No, the whole staff. It's still you. You're definitely. If you haven't yet, you're gonna.
Robbing a bank's on my list. Setting a house ablaze is on my list.
Jesus.
I don't know about murder. I got to think about it more.
Not yet.
I don't think so.
No, that's an
I feel like you'd be committed by now if you were into it. I mean, how many murderers start past 40?
Probably not many.
Well,
Yeah.
Not many.
Yeah. That's a good question.
I thought more about your fact from yesterday when you were saying that essentially everyone in the civilized world has found a way onto a YouTube video, whether they know it or not.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I'm calling BS.
I kind of am too.
There's just too many people from rural markets that have never posted and don't go to spaces where they would accidentally be in the background. I understand the theory that mathematically, probability-wise, they're saying that if you just go out to Target on a daily basis, or you go out to a gas station, maybe you're in the back of a video that you don't know. I get that, but there's people that are out in the middle of nowhere. Auntie M from Kansas saying on a YouTube video.
I can guarantee you I have family up north that have never been on a YouTube video. Guarantee you.
I think Chris's skepticism is probably correct.
I think so, too.
The serial killer one's weirder. You've probably walked by one without knowing.
Yeah.
There's just not enough of them.
Well, thanks a lot for not being interested in me.
Yeah, right. What's wrong with me?
What's wrong with me that you didn't want to
What did I do
add
wrong?
me to your list?
Especially the cannibals. Like, you don't want to at least give this a shot?
Yeah.
Fella I lived with in Seattle, his sister actually dated Ted Bundy for a little bit.
Jeez.
Really?
So I guess you could ask her if that thought goes through your mind.
What did she do wrong?
Right?
Yeah.
Why not me?
But she lived to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Was he a gentleman? Did he take her out to Applebee's after 9 for half-price apps?
It was a short-lived thing, I guess. Maybe that's a poor choice of words for Ted Bundy. But yeah, like, so you didn't know if, like, did she, maybe he really liked her? Yeah. Or maybe he was just
had a
like
girlfriend the whole time he was
not
doing
worth
all
of the
that.
time or whatever.
Must have been her, yeah.
I think the closest any of us have come to dating a serial killer is Zach is fascinated with Richard Ramirez.
Why is that?
He has abs.
Yeah.
But he's dead. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.
You know that feeling when you're about to score 30% off, but they want your number? Ugh. Give them your Line 2 number instead. It's a second line on your phone, perfect for nabbing promo codes without inviting spam to your party. Sign up for every discount under the sun, then block the junk texts that follow. You get all the perks, but none of the spammy baggage. More codes, less chaos. Visit line2.com/audio or download Line 2 in the App Store and get your shopping sidekick today. Because the only thing blowing up your phone should be good deals.
La 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 la. Well, this guy didn't just drink and drive. He took it seriously. Dayline, California.
This was for all that you do.
When they pulled this guy over, he had 70 empty beer cans in his car.
Jeez.
Wow.
70.
I doubt the cop is going to believe that it's from the last 6 months.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe he was doing a crafting project.
Maybe he was.
Tough sell.
Yeah.
He wanted to make one of those Christmas trees with beer cans. And he was collecting them all.
Oh, I like the way you guys think, but I disagree with you.
Man.
Well, there's a reason I think that way.
Yeah, no,
You're
I get
right.
it. I get it.
All right. Shall we?
We shouted.
Yeah, man. Now it's time for headlines.
Already? Today is flying.
It's 8:28, brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
brought to you by my
Lord.
friends at Wolf River Electric and wolfriverelectric.com. Go solar. Get solar panels put on
Yeah.
with Wolf River Electric. Awesome dudes.
Yeah, man. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Man, I'm skeptical about this too. We always say when it comes to TV ratings or radio ratings, very misleading, right? Most
Except
of
for ours. Ours are right on the money.
right.
Yep, they nailed it.
But when some of these streaming services self-report, it's like, how do you know, right? The only people that are fact-checking are the entities themselves. So I don't see anyone raving or talking about Squid Game, and the ones that are basically saying this season sucked. But Netflix says that the final season of Squid Game set a 3-day Netflix record. I don't buy it.
I don't either.
No one seems to
way.
care.
No.
Who the hell's watching Squid
Nobody
Game?
I know is talking about watching it. No
one.
Yeah, even Gianna was into the first one. I haven't heard her mention it at all. I didn't even know there was a second Squid Game.
This is the third and final now.
Excuse me, third
and final.
Squid Game.
I know how the third ends, and it's a brilliant ending, but don't know anybody's watched it.
No. So anyway, set a record according to Netflix.
Come on.
By the way, the Power Trip Morning Show podcast downloads yesterday set a record according to iHeartMedia.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Most in the history of the United States for one day for a radio program.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Well, you
Okay,
guys
let
are
me
welcome.
defend them though. That's very international. So their numbers probably are pulling way
So,
international.
like, there's some other countries that find it entertaining, even
Yep.
though we think it sucks.
Yep. Makes sense.
Maybe.
Good, yeah.
We know good TV here in America.
Saucy Saucerson, The Bear has been renewed for a 5th season on FX.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people dump on it and be like, why? Like, my review the other day was terrible.
That is correct.
And I apologize for that.
Yeah, we all did.
Yeah.
I apologized to a bunch of people for it.
But
Same. I went up and down the halls after the show going,
wow,
please keep selling advertising. I know you heard it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not indicative of the entire show. That was just one really bad review. Let it go.
I know.
I
retired.
May I try again?
To review your review of this season of The Bear.
Yes.
You guys want to, I mean, Mark and Carly, I don't know if you heard it the other day. It was rough.
It was rough.
It was rough.
Yeah.
You guys want to give him a chance at redemption?
Yeah,
I mean, I feel everyone deserves a second chance.
Chris and I lived through the first one. We survived it. Chris, yes or no?
All right.
Here with his second review of this season 4 of The Bear, is the fans' Paul Lambert.
There are 10 episodes. 9 and 10 are outstanding. 1 through 7 are fill. No, 1 through 8 are fill. It's good, not great. Go see it.
How long are you going to talk?
Actually, I like the one from the other day better.
Because it was nonsense?
Because it was nonsense.
It was entertaining.
More detailed.
Yeah. Well, confusing details.
It's a lot of details.
I didn't say it was
there was a
accurate.
there were great scenes, but it wasn't good.
Yeah, but
so it confused us because we didn't understand what that meant.
You make me nervous, so I trip over myself.
It's my favorite thing.
Yeah,
actually,
it's fine.
You trip over your porch.
Yeah. Damn ice.
Why, you got immigrants living at your house?
I didn't know what to say, but yeah.
So Sydney Sweeney calls off her engagement, right? And then Orlando Bloom dumps Katy Perry because she goes to space.
Yeah.
Tom Brady's single. And then at the Bezos wedding, everyone's speculating that both Orlando Bloom and Tom Brady seem to make at least passive runs at Sydney Sweeney, but she's saying she is not looking for romance right now.
Oh. If you had to choose one, which one would you choose?
Why are you looking at me? Can you just text Tommy?
Orlando Bloom.
I thought you were talking.
Really?
Katy Perry and Sydney Sweeney.
Why, do you have a choice between those two? Go for it.
Not really.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I don't like astronauts.
I think it's Brady. I think you have to choose Brady. Brady's more accomplished. He probably has access to cooler things. He's got more money, I would bet.
You seem like a very materialistic girl, and we are living in a material world.
Thank you.
His priorities, though, are just always very selfish.
Who, Tom or Orlando?
No, meat sauces.
No, not saucies.
Honestly, you just gave a very gold digger resume. You're like, well, which one should he or she, Sydney Sweeney, pick? Well, Tom. He's got more. He probably has access to more. He's got more money. But what about who's nicer?
Yeah, who treats her better?
Who's a sweeter dude? Who's the better guy?
I would bet Orlando.
Like, he would write you poetry.
Yeah, but Tom would take on like cool playing.
Yeah, but then the problem with dating Orlando Bloom is if, let's say Sydney Sweeney at some point's like, I'm going to space. Orlando's like, then I'm leaving.
Yeah.
That's cringy.
Yeah.
I'm out of here. I think that was just his excuse. He was just tired of Katie, and the astronaut thing was the final straw.
I was just buying time until Tommy texted one of us. He's obviously not listening.
My guess is he's going to say, little of column A, little of column B.
Yeah. Yes, he would.
Jurassic World Rebirth hits theaters today.
Oh.
The reviews are right around 50% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Is Chris Pratt in this one?
No, this is Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, and some people I don't know.
Jonathan
Winters.
What's his name?
Jonathan Winters.
Kaminga.
He was in this?
Yeah, he sure is. He's one of the dinosaurs.
Oh.
Yeah, he's...
I'm glad he's still getting work.
Well, they brought him back. They found him in some amber.
It's got to be hideous,
lady
right?
named Amber.
This movie can't be good.
No, they're all so good.
The last one was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
They make sure they bring in like the 1 star, and then they try and just sell the same old recipe.
The last one
And
was
it's
so
all
bad,
good.
Hawk hated it.
Yeah, that is true.
Mm-hmm.
I love
Is an
Jurassic
indictment.
Park.
The last one
First one's a 10 out of 10.
Well, yeah.
Well,
the first one's one of the best movies of all time.
revolutionized movies.
The last one was 29% on Rotten Tomatoes.
That was generous.
Yeah. Hawk hated it, so it's got to be 0.
Have you guys ever heard the rumor that Chris Pratt is from Minnesota?
No.
Sure.
No.
Here, I found an interview yesterday on Wired.com. He was doing an interview with Jennifer Lawrence, one of those most searched questions thing. Mm-hmm. And he answered that question.
Is Chris Pratt from Minnesota? My entire family's from Minnesota. I was born in Minnesota. However, at about 3 years old, I moved away and grew up in primarily
That's Jennifer
Washington
Lawrence.
State. But I love Minnesota.
So there you go.
Wow.
Yeah, his whole family's from, I believe, the Virginia, Minnesota area.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yep.
Seabear,
Range.
I think, has a cabin up there.
Love
Oh, that's great news. Let me put this in the book. Hold on. Because that's really
So
that's
you
part of the story.
It's
believe-
been a while. This is exciting. I haven't heard anything on the book in a while.
You think Scene Bear has a cabin in Virginia?
Do you think he knows Chris Pratt?
Wait, not Virginia. Wait. Yeah, I think he might.
Wait a minute. Should I get at the whiteout?
Where's, I think it is Virginia. Yeah.
Okay, good.
No, don't get the, no. Yeah. I think he has a cabin.
Is it a nice cabin or is it kind of an asshole?
No, it's a very nice cabin.
Okay.
Where is it?
It's in Virginia.
Virginia, the state?
No, somewhere. Hold on. I think I screwed up.
I don't care. No, nobody listening except for maybe Scene Bear and
not.
people who might be looking to serve a warrant to him care whether he has.
Scene Bear ain't listening.
Whoa, hang on a second.
He's up at his cabin.
Where?
I'm trying to figure that
But you
out.
just dismiss it like Scene Bear would never listen
No,
to this
he
trash.
would.
Then why do we give him so much airtime? We mention him all the time.
Relax. He would listen. He's just not listening. Up at his cabin. Oh,
but
wait.
I don't care where he is. I
can't
don't care
imagine
where his
why our
cabin is.
listeners would care where
Hold
his
on.
cabin is.
No,
I can't
never
imagine.
mind. Start over. His cabin's on Lake Vermilion in Tower, Minnesota.
Yeah. Well, that
So
changed
sorry
everything.
about your typewriter. No, he does
why
listen.
Well, then if that's the case, if he doesn't live in Virginia, he lives in Vermilion, Lake Vermilion.
Yeah.
Then we've wasted the last 3 minutes of everybody's life.
But wait, he does
We're
listen.
gonna go up and
He
say hi
isn't
to him.
We're
listening
never
now.
going to get it back.
He always listens.
Well, I got my YouTube up and can I play something else for you, Core?
Yeah, man.
This is in a different language, but trust me, this is gonna make you laugh. This interviewer in a different country, I think Russia, is interviewing people who have terrible health problems that where the surgeon screwed something up. And you ever been at, like, you haven't, Corey, but you'll get my point, in church and you're laughing at the least appropriate time and you can't stop and
Of
it
course.
feels so good, but you can't stop laughing.
Yep.
Everybody's done that in a class at some point.
Far too many times.
All right. This poor gentleman is trying to interview this other guy who had a terrible health problem in a surgery went gone wrong. And his voice is really high. And I know it's in a different language, but listen to the interview, try to stop laughing, and he can't. Listen to this.
Ja, hoe meer ik voelde van, dit hou ik niet uit, dit hou ik niet uit.
And the moment the man began to speak, that's when everything started going downhill.
Ja, eerst een deel van ongeloof.
Here comes.
Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord. Ongeloof is eigenlijk het juiste woord dat Rijken hier hanteert.
Oh my god. Excuseer. Excuseer, dames en heren.
If you thought things were already off the rails, just wait until the guest brought up his sex life.
Dus het feit als je met seks omgaat, is het niet alleen het fysieke dat telt, maar ook soms de lieve woordjes.
Nobody in the audience is laughing, by the way. There's a live studio audience, and nobody's laughing. The guy's obviously offended, and this poor bastard can't stop laughing.
Oh my God. Is he fired right after?
Yeah, he does no longer have that job.
Yeah.
It's too bad. He seems good at it.
He's incredible at his job.
Speaking of YouTube, a study found that watching YouTube videos at 1.5 speed is fine, but if you go 2 times the normal speed, your brain actually gets stressed. So the 1.5 is kind of the sweet spot. I've told you guys a couple of times. A couple of the podcasts that I listen to on a regular basis are just a little bit. They're like slower talkers. 1.2 is my sweet spot. I like the 1.2.
Really?
Yeah, 1.5 or 2 is too fast to listen to a podcast, but 1.2, it's like, let's keep it moving, but I can still understand you. You don't sound like you're on helium. Let's go. 1.2. I don't think I've ever sped up a YouTube video, though.
No.
Kids must do that.
Yeah, they must.
For the same reason
They
I
don't
just
have
said I
time.
do that with the podcast. A valet in Miami was arrested for stealing a guy's car. This is going to sound a lot like Ferris Bueller's, but that's pretty much what happened. The owner that had dropped his car off walked to the store and then saw the guy speed by him.
Oh, man.
He took it for a joyride when the guy was leaving his car with him.
I'm a professional.
That was actually pretty good. Hawk.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often.
Oh, I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
But now,
It has
most of the, you could follow it on an app. There's like,
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, I'm only asking this because number 5 kind of blows my mind. I just don't know what's going on anymore. What was the most popular cosmetic surgery in America last year?
Lips.
Oh, good one.
I'm going to go chin.
I'm going to say butts.
I'm going to say boobs.
Kind of. Well, Sauce, you kind of got number 2 and 4. But 1, 3, and 5 have not been said. And number 5, just I have a lot of questions.
I feel like it's got to be
Cheeks.
breast augmentation.
Is it reduction?
Rhinoplasty.
Nope.
Not on the list at all?
No, boob jobs is 2, breast lifts are 4, so that's kind of why I gave Sauce 2 and 4.
Tummy tucks.
Tummy tuck is 3, which is kind of like number 1, which is liposuction is number 1. So it goes lipo 1, boob jobs 2, tummy tucks 3, breast lifts 4. 5, though, eyelid lifts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
They're called like blef something.
And also with you.
Eyelid lifts.
Yeah.
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 God, that's got to be painful.
The hell?
The under eye and the above eye. I've heard this a lot. Yeah. Because they like the skin will sag.
Yeah.
And people don't want that.
Well, I think I might be wrong. I think my mom has gotten that, but it's because she has glaucoma and it's supposed to like help her see better, not for like a cosmetic.
What about the rest of the list?
I don't think so. God, you love my mom.
She seems very nice.
She's very nice, yeah. She's a wonderful person.
What did Tommy say about his mom?
Tight.
Call her tight. Yep.
We're going to walk right past that, but Corey wouldn't.
Don't. It's scary.
Oh, no, I heard it too. I was cringing when Tommy said that.
Here's another British poll, but still, just try to guess if this was Americans, but these are technically Brits. A poll in England found that blank percent of Brits would rather scroll on their phone, just doom scrolling on Instagram or Twitter, than get it on with their actual partner. What percentage of Brits said they would rather scroll their phone?
35.
60.
50.
28.
Just 10.
Wow.
No good.
I wonder what it is for Americans.
100.
100%?
Jesus.
Your mic's
98.
No, it's not 100.
There's a new website called Looks Mapping that rates restaurants not how good the food is, but by how good looking the customers are.
Oh.
Wow.
Remember how
that's interesting.
Like when Facebook started a course, it was about just attractive girls that went to Harvard, right?
Hot or not?
Yep, exactly. Yeah. So now this is restaurant reviews for the attractiveness level of the patrons, not the food itself.
Wow.
That's pretty subjective.
Yeah.
That's
just
odd.
a little.
I'm going to show up and say, I got lied to.
Yeah.
This Arby's was supposed to be hopping.
Yeah. With hotties.
I don't see any hotties here.
Yeah, there's no hotties here at Arby's. What do you eat at Arby's?
Curly fries, Mott sticks, Jamocha shake. Any other brain busters?
Nope. I'll let you know when I have more.
It is, again, like I eat like a freak, so I should never criticize anybody else's dietary habits. But I just cannot believe you don't like curly fries. It's such a weird thing. If I didn't know that about you, if somebody said, does Sauce like curly fries? I'd go, I bet thousands and thousands of dollars he crushes them.
My guess would be absolutely.
They're gross. I don't eat curly fries.
Man, that's so weird.
No.
It was on this day, July 2nd, in 1881, that President James Garfield was shot. a bad thing, right?
Yes.
How many days did it take him to die?
Oh, it was like 7, 6, 7, 8.
Trick question.
It was a while.
He's still alive.
12 days.
90.
It was the infection or something because all the doctors were digging around inside. Yeah.
Blood poisoning, exactly. How long did it take him to die?
90 days.
You're pretty close. 80 days later, he died.
Wow, yeah, I knew it was because the doctors and were just digging around there in their dirty hands, and finally they killed him.
Yep, blood poisoning in September, but shot on this day in 1881. Yikes. Happy birthday to Larry David.
Oh,
happy birthday to the
Happy
goat.
birthday.
Happy Barry.
Yep, co-creator of Seinfeld, and of course the genius behind what is arguably the greatest comedy of all time, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Curb's outstanding.
How old is he?
78, Larry is.
Good for him.
Man.
Is Larry a billionaire? I know when the Seinfeld streaming rights, remember, got announced, I think it was like $500 million, but I thought that was between Jerry and Larry combined.
But what has he got from Curb?
Curb, I wonder if he's close.
It says, just a quick Google search, he's worth $400 million.
I feel like that's low.
Seems low too, but I don't know. Maybe it's somewhere near a bill. Good for Larry.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats.
Yeah.
In 1998, he received $250 million from the $1.7 billion Seinfeld syndication deal. In 2015, he made $80 million from Hulu for acquiring the streaming rights of Seinfeld, and he earned $75 million when Netflix got the streaming rights for Seinfeld.
And that's nothing to do with Curb.
It doesn't feel like it accounts for everything.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to Lindsay Lohan.
Aww.
Okay.
She's making a comeback.
Is she now?
Yeah.
Such a
Don't call
great.
it a
She
comeback.
had a lot of work done that she's been open about, and she looks
Eyelid lifts.
so good.
Does she really? I haven't seen her in a while.
She looks
I haven't seen her
amazing.
in a long time.
She's 41.
I'm going to say she's a 77 like me. 48.
39.
Jesus, Parrish.
No.
What'd you say, Carly?
39.
That's exactly the right answer. She's 39 years old.
Dang it. I was way off.
Also, happy birthday to Margot Robbie
What a babe.
from Wolf of Wall Street.
38.
42.
Only if she's 5'3". She is 35 years old. Barbie
No
herself
way.
is
She's that
35.
young.
I'm way overshooting here on these ladies.
Wow.
And nothing we love more.
Yeah, guessing wrong.
You guys are
Going
familiar
the wrong way on it.
with Dick Vitale, right? He's one of the goats.
Sure.
Dickie V.
He's got a cabin up in Virginia.
No, that's Scene Bear.
He might. He might have a cabin.
Might.
And there's no way Dickie V listens to this show.
No, Scene Bear does, just not 4th of July week.
Oh, he takes this week off? Well, then why are we here?
Yeah.
I guess the WNBA players had some kind of an internal poll, and the players ranked Caitlin Clark the 9th best guard in the league. And Dickie V just blasted him, saying everybody's jealous. And he doesn't understand why the entire league hates the girl that continues to make them S-loads of money.
Yeah.
9th best guard in the league.
It's unbelievable.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
The jealousy, that just is blowing my mind. Like, you can be jealous. They should be literally so thankful.
I don't get it. Is Paige Beckers getting the same treatment, or is it just Caitlin?
That's a good question.
Paige just got there, but
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I do not know the answer. So I won't say anything.
just guess.
I would say no. I would say she is not.
Got weird in here.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Can I make
Way to go, Sauce.
Can I make it weirder?
Sure.
Yeah, please do.
Nightmares could make you 3 times more likely to die before 75.
My God.
My Lanta.
You guys have a lot of
Why, do
nightmares?
you have a lot of them?
A chronic nightmare.
Oh, really?
Like
serious?
I had nightmares for years. Every single. I have to take something.
No
to
kidding.
sleep. Yeah.
A recurring nightmare or just a random one every night?
Random ones, but they were always very dark.
Do you want to hear the story,
man.
or do you want me to skip it?
I'm terrified.
That's what
But
I'm asking.
I'm on something now, so go ahead.
Okay. Waking up from a nightmare can leave your heart pounding, but the effects may be far-reaching. Adults who suffer bad dreams every week were almost 3 times more likely to die before age 75 than people who rarely have them. This alarming conclusion, which is yet to be peer-reviewed, comes from researchers who combined data from 4 large long-term studies in the U.S. following more than 4,000 people between the ages of 26 and 74. At the beginning, participants reported how often nightmares disrupted their sleep. Over the next 18 years, the researchers kept track of how many participants died prematurely. These stats do not look good.
What if you almost never consciously dream? And I know you technically do every night, but I'm saying where you exactly.
I don't remember it much.
I almost never do.
Always.
Unless I'm jacked up on melatonin.
I used to. I don't remember much.
Yeah, I started taking like this extra strength melatonin, and I have dreams where like I wake up and I'm like, am I going to jail? Like we're like in the dream I'm in jail.
What are you
and then I'm
dreaming
like,
about?
Yeah, what did you do?
No, but like I'm in, like I have this reoccurring dream that I'm in jail, and then I wake up and I'm like, wait, what just happened? It's weird, man.
So your sleeping dreams are like my reality dreams.
Yeah.
I dream that you're in jail all the time.
But like, I don't know, man. This extra strength melatonin sends me to the moon and back in about 20 minutes.
Don't take it.
Yeah, but I can't sleep well, so I take it.
Okay.
Well, but I have a long lifeline on my palm.
Oh, well, then you're fine.
Yeah, so
For sure.
I'm not too worried about it.
Oh, for sure.
What does that mean, Corey?
They offset each other.
Well, so did Andre the Giant. That worked out well.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yep.
Well played, Corey.
I'm going to follow my palm reading.
Awesome. Good for you.
A man who found a cure to his back pain ended up suffering the consequences of the unusual pain relief method. Anybody who suffers from chronic back pain knows it's debilitating. People do anything they can. But please find proper medical attention. An Irishman found out the hard way not to just look online. In 2019, reports of a man who is 33 took himself to the hospital, described severe sudden onset lower back pain sustained while moving heavy objects. Doctors examined him. They spotted his arm was red and swollen. They questioned him about it. He'd been injecting himself with his own baby batter into his arm because he had read online that it would help cure his back pain.
No. Hang on, let's hear him out. Did it work or not?
No.
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
It did not.
What?
18 months he'd been injecting himself.
Was he pregnant?
Come on.
His forearm was.
Come on.
Well, no, we know how Sauce got to jail.
That is.
Yeah, he got his steroids connection wrong.
Yeah.
What the?
I mean, this is the Darwin Award. If you read that online and think that's the right thing, then you're just dumb.
And you do it for 18 months.
But here's the thing, Abbott. I think it'll work.
Try the other arm, Abbott. Try the other arm.
Give it a shot, Chad. I know your drop foot's hurting you.
Yeah, keep going after it, Abbott.
Now your foot don't drop anymore. It's just always straight.
But now you know this. You know this guy for like a year had just test tubes filled. And guys would come, guys and gals would come over to the house and be like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I have a back problem.
Yeah, my back hurts.
I read it online. I fell."
Doctor said I need a backiotomy.
I could just see me saying, "No, I'm sure that'll work." I was kidding, dude.
Gross.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grody.
People will believe anything.
They will.
That's fun. Injecting it, not just like.
Yeah.
I don't want to get graphic. Not just applying it, injecting
Not
it.
topical, but
Right.
like an actual.
And into your arm.
Into a vein?
Not even inject it into the spot on your back where it hurts. Somehow it's going to travel from your arm and know exactly where it's supposed to go. It's looking for an egg, buddy. Not your back pain.
Sick.
That was one way to end the show.
Enters his arm and goes, "Well, this is new."
My goodness gracious.
Tie down.
Turns into Maze Runner all of a sudden.
What's corn got to do with it?
The British worm from Labyrinth going,
Never go that way.
A lemmy winks, a lemmy.
We're Lemmy Winks. Carly and Mark have the best 4th ever.
Love you guys. Happy 4th. Happy for everybody else out there. Have a happy 4th.
One more day of the Power Trip Morning Show. No show Friday, but we are back tomorrow on the 3rd. 5:30 until 9. 9 to noon is next. See you tomorrow.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abadab. I love you, baby. Enjoy this beautiful, beautiful day.
You know that feeling when you're about to score 30% off, but they want your number? Ugh. Give them your Line 2 number instead. It's a second line on your phone, perfect for nabbing promo codes without inviting spam to your party. Sign up for every discount under the sun, then block the junk texts that follow. You get all the perks, but none of the spammy baggage. More codes, less chaos. Visit line2.com/audio or download Line 2 in the App Store and get your shopping sidekick today. Because the only thing blowing up your phone should be good deals.